Is the SEC about to drop the Ripple case? Well, there's some new information coming forward that is leading me to believe that's absolutely what's about to happen. Also, I have a ton of brand new things to show you around the XRP and Ripple information. We're going to, of course, first start here. I think this was a great explanation of why XRP is looked at as the #1 coin as far as the adoption and the usability out in the real world. I think this is a really easy to understand explanation. So let's start here.
Let me tell you why Ripple's XRP will be #1 and no other layer 1 blockchain, even if it has better technology, will ever come close. It all boils down to a very simple analogy. Now, stick with me. If we go back in time to when everyone was getting around on horseback and we tried to sell them a car to get around easier, do you think they would buy the car? Well, they wouldn't, because there's no roads to drive the car on. So think of it like this. Ripple are back in the wild, wild west, or even before then, and they have gone out and built all these roads connecting all the little towns and all the little cities. And then they say, look, go ride your horses on them. It's going to make it a lot easier for you to get from A to B, improve your trade. Fantastic. Then one day, the people are riding along the road and they see a car fly by. And they all turn to each other and go, wow, how good's that? We've got to have one of them now that all the roads are here. That car is XRP. And the roads are RippleNet, which everyone say, oh, they're not going to use XRP. They're already using RippleNet in the banks and institutions. All the roads are owned by Ripple. So whose car are they going to jump in when the system takes off?
All right, I got to turn the sound off on this because I'm going to get striked hard, but you get the picture here. Is he an Australian or a Kiwi? I could never hear the difference in the voice. I know there's a big difference, don't get me wrong, but I like it either way. He sounds really good. But I thought that was really a powerful clip. It was very well explained and very easy to understand. Like if you are trying to explain what Ripple does, right, and the impact it can have globally, show that clip. I think it'll be really good for people that are not crypto friendly, that, you know, when you start talking, they have a very confused look on their face and they never ask you any follow-up questions. They're just like, okay, that's a really good explanation. So here we go. Smoke put this out. The SEC will drop cases that don't involve fraud. Institutions are expecting the Ripple case to be dropped. It says when the case is settled, this will give the seal of approval to central banks and other financial institutions to start using XRP through the XRP ledger. So hold on a second. I agree with everything here, but the third part, okay? It says when the case is settled, this will give the seal of approval to central banks and other financial institutions. Okay, so other central banks globally, they don't care what the SEC thinks about XRP. They never have, right? That has been Ripple's whole, not agenda, but that's been their whole, where they're basically coming from explanation wise, that, you know, we went out when the SEC sued us, we went out and we made partnerships in all of these other countries with all of these other central banks because they don't care. They understand that XRP is a currency and not a security, right? So I do agree with the financial institutions part, but I think I'm just being nitpicky. So don't mind me, all right? Also, I did show this on a previous video, but this week on February 27th, the SEC's closed meeting is about to commence. The XRP ETF is directly mentioned in the document. So this, you know, XRP is mentioned several times here. Here's the XRP ETF right here. Remember, Jeremy Hogan basically told us that if the SEC is going to approve an XRP ETF, the Ripple case needs to be, you know, in their rear view, in the past. It needs to be settled or let go. So we're going to see, right, if that is in fact accurate, or if the, you know, Trump administration is going to do things differently. We just don't know what we don't know right now, but Jeremy is a, you know, one of the best legal scholars there is in the crypto industry. And I look up to him and his opinions on the matter since he knows what he's talking about. All right. Also, check this out. SEC drops case with OpenSea. SEC drops case with Coinbase. SEC drops case with Robinhood. SEC drops case with Ripple. So like, this is the reason why I'm thinking that, you know, the Ripple case is about to be done, right? You can't just drop cases with everybody else, right? And not do it with Ripple. Now, these are dropped. These aren't like, hey, we're going to make a settlement of some kind. Both sides are going to win. This is the SEC just giving up. Okay. Is that going to happen? I'd imagine it has to, right? I'd imagine it has to, especially when you have Brad Garlinghouse in the White House, you know, meeting with Trump, right? Like, they're not going to have Trump meet with Brad a few different times. They're not going to have Brad in Congress talking with senators and Congress people. They're not going to have Brad on this new closed circuit with, you know, I think it was like Coinbase A16Z and Circle. Was it Circle? They're not going to have him play all of these parts if they're still looking at him for legal trouble. Remember, the case against, you know, Brad and Chris is still the one that is outstanding. XRP not being a security, that's long done. Remember, the SEC is appealing parts of the case that was already settled by the judge too. So both of those things need to go away. All right. So Steph is crypto. He's saying XRP to $25 overnight. This person puts out a lot of XRP content. So let's see what he has to say.
Guys, it takes approximately $5.5 million to move the XRP price up by 2%, 20% 55 million, and 200%. So to triple XRP price from today to 56, we need approximately $550 million. Now, why is that? Most XRP volume is traded over on Binance from all these exchanges. And you can see that the plus 2% depth is 5.5 million approximately. So keep these numbers in the back of your mind. Market cap 148 billion. Obviously, as most of you guys are aware, XRP is involved in cross-border payments. So moving money from bank to bank very fast, much cheaper than a traditional old SWIFT system. And banks actually need to hold XRP in order to make use of this system. You can see that over here, on-demand liquidity, ODL. One of Ripple's key innovations is its ODL solution, which leverage XRP as a bridge currency. Instead of holding pre-funded accounts in various currencies, banks can use XRP to instantly convert one fiat currency into another. This simplifies liquidity management and cuts down on the capital required for international transactions.
Wasn't on-demand liquidity created for banks that don't want to hold XRP? Right.
And just understand, guys, that this cross-border payments market is massive, absolutely massive. The total value of cross-border payments was 190.1 trillion with a T, guys, trillion back in 2023. And this market is expected to boom in 2025. So once again, 190.1 trillion. XRP plays a massive role in this market and is going to see huge adoption. And as I said, it only takes 550 million roughly to move the price up by 200%. Remember, 2%, 5.5 million. Guys, you could literally wake up overnight and XRP could be 5 times higher, 10 times higher, $25, maybe even bigger than that. Literally overnight. It could happen. It is possible. I just wanted to start off this video by showing you that. Let's also focus on the short term very briefly here. This is the 4-hourly time frame. Nothing special. XRP is still trading in this range for the past 20 days. We're still trading here at 256. As long as we're holding above this previous resistance, which is right now support, as long as we're holding above $2.50, and if we don't see any break below that, then I'm still bullish in the short term and I still expect a huge breakout. We have this upward sloping support, multiple touch points, downward sloping resistance. We need to break 275. That would be a first indication that XRP is gaining in bullish momentum in the short term, and then we could see a huge move back to the upside for XRP. So watch these levels. Also, the liquidation heat map shows that almost all the liquidity is still from short positions piling up on the top side for XRP. Price typically goes after the highest liquidity. So a short squeeze, in other words, a move to the upside is the most likely outcome.
All right. A lot of interesting information there. Some of the things Steph could brush up on, but you know, we're all learning, we're all growing, and I really appreciate him putting that content together for us. Cool. I think XRP did in fact break below that level here. Let me just bring it up for you here on the screen. I think last time I looked, we were like $2.40 some cents. Here you go, 244. So we did break below what he was saying. We'll have to see how it all pans out, guys. Any bit of news right now could be really good for the crypto industry. I think there's just a lot of things happening around the United States and globally that are just really are concerning factors for a lot of investors, right? We don't know what we don't know, and I don't want to get into too many of those details in this video because it doesn't have anything to do with XRP or Ripple related. But if you want to start talking about those types of things, come to my live chats on Tuesdays and Fridays. We kind of get into some of that stuff. So this is from Ripple. Deca Bank is rolling out crypto trading for custody services for institutions built on Ripple custody, a clear sign of growing demand for institutional grade crypto custody. This is incredible, man. This is the first step in the evolution of banks offering institutional level crypto services to customers all over the world, right? Deca Bank, second biggest bank, I believe, in Germany. Deca is rolling out crypto trading custody services for institutions, right? And then let's see here. Where's the gist? Deca Bank, a German investment bank with 377 billion euros, basically 395 billion US dollars in assets under management, introduced cryptocurrency trading and custody services for institutional clients after almost 2 years of development. Wow. A lot of work and time went into this. The Frankfurt-based company Move follows regulatory approval for a crypto custody license from the Federal Financial Supervisory Authority, also known as BaFin, while operating under the supervision of the European Central Bank. Interesting. So remember, the European Central Bank is deciding what? They're deciding on a digital euro, right? And they're looking at companies like Ripple. And if the European Central Bank is involved in this, they understand, all of the, everything that went into this, the players on both sides, right? What technology is involved. They've obviously done some type of testing on the technology. They've approved the licenses. They're looking at this under supervision. I think this is a really good sign for Ripple here in the future. And it says, while we have necessary experience, required licenses and tested, ready to use infrastructure to support savings banks and our institutional clients, basically said Martin K. Mueller. So listen, he says, supporting infrastructure to support savings banks. Interesting. So I don't know how it works in Germany. Maybe somebody can let me know down in the comments. Are savings banks other types of banks, or are they kind of like a part of, like, a Deca Bank has a different savings banks where, they're not, I don't know. It just, the wording is different how we use here in America. It's just a bank, and a bank has checking and savings. So savings bank, just let me know how that works. I'd love to understand that better. And then it says our institutional clients. So this is a really big step forward. Now, think about other banks doing the exact same thing, right? Sooner or later, Ripple was going to cover the entire world, right? Either through FX or for infrastructure, for digital asset, supportive infrastructure. It is really getting exciting. It also says Deca Bank, the asset manager of the country's largest financial services group, Sparkson Fit. I'm not even going to try it. Oh, I am going to try it. Finnes Group is marketing its own offering with a focus on security and regulatory compliance, according to the report. Other cryptocurrency offerings in the country's broader savings bank sector have already been introduced. Financial institutions such as Landesbank Baden-Württemberg have partnered with crypto platforms like Bitpanda to allow corporate clients to buy and sell cryptocurrencies. Meanwhile, Germany's cooperative banks led by DZ Bank is the second largest bank, are planning to roll out a cryptocurrency offering aimed at private customers by the middle of the year. So a lot of things happening in Germany with cryptocurrency. Love to see that. You also have this. Wendy O basically says crypto retail is going to get absolutely fucked. Speak up now or forever hold your peace. I guess Michael Saylor submitted his own digital asset framework to Digital Asset Framework Principles and Opportunity for the United States, a document presented to the SEC Crypto Task Force on Friday. Yikes. Why is he allowed near the crypto task force? This worries me. So it says, this person says, no, just no. 1, overall restrictive KYC AML requirements harm regular people and self-custody. And says 2, stifles decentralized innovation in DeFi. Heavy regulation, including mandatory KYC and AML for decentralized transactions, could kill the decentralized permissionless nature of crypto, a key driver of innovation. 3 puts the US at a global disadvantage. Countries with lax no KYC or AML laws, basically all parts of Asia, Latin America, Eastern Europe, and like the UAE and other places like that, undermines crypto core values and creates a shadow economy, exacerbates inequality and benefits large institutions, and failures to bring balance and regulation. Now, I think we need to understand who Michael Saylor is, right? MicroStrategies was actually a failing business before they shifted into Bitcoin. Okay, so Michael Saylor has made one good decision by shifting into Bitcoin. The entire industry shouldn't listen to somebody that has had a failing business and made a good decision to switch into Bitcoin to save his business, right? All he does is buy Bitcoin. So him coming up with his own digital asset framework, everybody should be pretty worried about this. All right. And I, for one, this is what I'm doing. I'm letting you know what's going on so you can call your senator or your congressperson and tell them no to Michael Saylor's digital asset infrastructure. If you want to take a look at it, you can go under Degenerate News and read basically all the stuff that he's put in here. All right. I thought this was super cute. For all my dog people out there, check this out. We are waiting for Ripple lawsuit to end. He's so cute. All right. Man, we've talked about this a lot on the channel. 80% of Japanese banks to embrace XRP for global payments. Here is that.
XRP is about to dominate Japan's banking system. Here's what's happening. Japan's banks are making a bold move. By 2025, they plan to fully integrate XRP into the financial system.
Japan is taking a bold step in pushing its banks to accept and adopt XRP. 80% of banks in Japan have already committed to switching to XRP before the end of the year. The Japanese banking sector is going through a major transformation as banks fully embrace XRP for global transactions. It's in the news. You can Google it. There's many sites that have reported on it. Now, many experts expect very high valuations of XRP. It's probably unlikely in the short term, but that doesn't mean that XRP can't get to $50, $30, $40 in the short term. XRP's value has to be high to work as a global currency. And people always say that's impossible because of market cap. Market cap is something I don't believe should be applied to cryptocurrency.
Remember, if you watch all my videos, you know I played a video with this gentleman talking about market cap, and it was hard to follow. That's why I was laughing there. But I just want to search something here. So all Japanese banks moving to XRP in 2025. I want to see, quote unquote, what news agency are reporting this. Okay, so you actually have NASDAQ. So like Crypto Basic shouldn't trust this site ever. NASDAQ.com. I mean, maybe. This is Binance Square. Anybody can post on Binance Square. Crypto Rank, FXL Leaders. See, like what happens here is like one news agency reports on this and people pick up that. And then they just redo their own article of the same thing. You don't have like Forbes. You do have link to. Interesting. Let's see here. A significant move for blockchain technology. 80% of Japanese banks are set to integrate Ripple's XRP by 2025, spearheaded by SBI Global. This adoption aims to enhance. So even Link2 is carrying it too. You know, I did a video here about this. It does look like 80% of banks will be able to use XRP. And I think we are getting two things confused here. You know, people are saying that every Japanese banks are going to use XRP and like for every transaction, right? I don't think that's at all correct. I think XRP is going to be used in some transactions like cross-border transactions, but like domestic transactions, you know, I don't know. I just don't want people, especially that watch my channel, to automatically assume that every bank or 80% of banks in Japan are all going to use XRP in 2025. I've seen this messaging before in the crypto space. And until we actually see it, do not consider this like the word of God, because things can change quickly in the crypto space. I do think Japan is a lot further ahead than most countries. And anyways, if you want more of how I feel about this, watch this video in particular here with 9 days ago, 34,000 views, excuse me. Australia's flash payments Ripple, the first Australian Ripple partner in 2027. Ripple's Dilip Rao on the advisory board of Flash Payments. This is definitely new. Let me play this.
Flash Payments are a holistic digital payments business. We utilize blockchain and traditional solutions for international and domestic payments. We help financial institutions and overseas remitters get funds into and out of Australia. Our primary customers are financial institutions and overseas remitters that are looking for a cost-effective way of getting and fast way of getting payments into and out of Australia. Flash Payments have been working with Ripple since 2017. We were actually the first Ripple partner in Australia. And that partnership has evolved immensely over that time as the product has evolved. Flash Payments have always been focused on improving settlement times and operational efficiencies. Ripple Payment Solutions has helped accelerate our business, not only through offering obviously those faster payment times and cost savings to our customers, but in a big way through the introductions that Ripple have also provided large financial institutions and remitters overseas who are the core clients that we're after. And they've also been
really quickly, man, listen to what he said there. They've been partners since 2017, and not only the technology has evolved over that time, has gotten better, but Ripple's actually helped them grow their business by introducing them to clients, right? Just think about that. You're a business owner and you can make a decision to go and work with Ripple, and the benefits of that are astronomical, right? He just listed like 4 or 5 incredible things that normal businesses don't actually get, right? Instantaneous payment, settlement, those type of things, plus introduction to financial institutions all over the world. Like Ripple is handing them business. That is really unique and cool.
Very understanding, very helpful in terms of helping us innovate our own solutions, our own products as well. We're an Australian-based business. To have them ensure that we have resources locally to assist us and dedicated to ensuring that this partnership works has been tremendously positive for us. A lot of businesses have been approaching us, looking for a more innovative domestic and international payment capability. Here, I think we're just scratching the surface at this point.
Just scratching the surface at this point. I think really well said. There's also, let's finish this up here. So Blockchain Backer put this out. It says the XRP price is starting to reach levels that are reasonable to start looking for a bottoming price action, whether this level holds or one more dip. It seems like the range action is getting close to being over. So, hey, I would love to see us heading to higher levels. Obviously, if we, can't catch some support here, we might be heading down to $2.30. And if we drop below that, that would be pretty tough. Hopefully we don't drop. Hopefully we get some good news soon from the SEC. Maybe they're dropping the entire case and every other action they have against Ripple, and we can move on with our lives, right? And hopefully get to a place where we're all better off. If you want to take your crypto journey to the next level and you want to join my crypto community, Cryptoneers, there's a link down in the description. We have hundreds of people from all over the world that are all working towards a common goal of finding projects early in the crypto space and getting that information early enough to make it a difference in their portfolio. I hope to see you around. The code is BULLRUN for that 50% off the first month. Aloha. I'll see you next time. I've been Crypto Sensei. Peace.